The film begins with Gabby Jones, a talented freelance fashion photographer, shooting an ad for a pair of pants. Layla praises Gabby's work, calling her the go-to freelancer for Style Source magazine. Gabby seizes the moment to ask for a recommendation to Iris, the editor-in-chief, for a full-time position. However, despite Gabby's talent, the magazine seeks a more versatile photographer with broader experience. Determined to prove herself, Gabby asks Layla how she can stand out. Layla suggests a 5-day Christmas photography retreat in the Rocky Mountains, run by her friend Bill. The intensive course focuses on capturing the essence of Christmas through photography. Layla encourages Gabby to attend, hinting that a strong portfolio from the retreat could lead to the full-time position she dreams of. Gabby tells her friend Tyler about the retreat, and while he thinks it's for amateurs, he encourages her to go to improve her chances. The next day, she calls to book a spot at Pinefall Crest Cabin, but Fran, struggling with the website, takes her details to pass on to her husband. When Gabby arrives at the cabin, she admires its charm and begins unpacking, only to be startled by Sean, who appears wearing just a towel. Both are shocked to find the other there, as Sean insists he also booked the cabin through Robert. Gabby calls Fran to sort things out, and it turns out that Robert, Fran's husband, missed Fran's note about Gabby's booking, and Fran never got his about Sean's booking. A mix-up, indeed. Fran and Robert decide to visit the cabin to sort things out. Sean insists he has the right to stay since he arrived first, but Gabby refuses, arguing he should leave instead. When Gabby mentions she's there for a photography retreat, she's surprised to learn Sean, a wildlife photographer, is also attending. After introducing themselves, Sean dismisses fashion photography as uninteresting, much to Gabby's annoyance. When Fran and Robert arrive with groceries instead of resolving the mix-up, Gabby and Sean are baffled. Sean argues he should stay since he booked the cabin 3 months ago, but the records are missing due to Fran and Robert's struggles with their new online booking system. With no other accommodations available, Fran suggests Sean and Gabby share the cabin and try to get along. Robert promises to call if something opens up and offers a discount if they stay. Left to figure things out, they toss a coin, Gabby gets the bed, and Sean takes the couch, but quickly claims the basement for his makeshift darkroom. Gabby is surprised Sean still shoots on film, arguing that digital cameras are more advanced. Sean defends the film, praising its superior dynamic range and detail. It's clear their approaches to photography and their personalities are worlds apart. The next morning, Gabby is woken by noise and Christmas tunes. When she investigates, she finds Sean enthusiastically decorating a tree with ornaments from the basement, thinking it would set the right holiday mood for the retreat. Gabby, however, isn't a big fan of Christmas. Sean is surprised she came for work, not fun, and Gabby is equally surprised that Sean's there for the experience, not the job. At the retreat, Gabby runs into Danny, an old NYU classmate, who's surprised to see her. Just then, Danny introduces her girlfriend, Amelia, to Gabby. Amelia asks if Sean is Gabby's partner, but Gabby quickly clarifies the situation. Without missing a beat, she asks if they've found any open reservations, but gets disappointed when they haven't. Bill gives the opening speech and divides everyone into groups. Gabby, Sean, Danny, and Amelia are paired together for their first assignment, capturing Christmas in nature. At a cafe, Sean suggests photographing pairs, but Gabby isn't keen on it. Danny asks what Gabby prefers for an outdoor Christmas shoot, but Gabby, not being a fan of Christmas, has no suggestions. Amelia proposes a hike to take random photos of nature, and everyone agrees. They stop by Fran and Robert's, and Gabby asks about open reservations, but there are still none available. On the hike, Danny confides in Gabby that she plans to propose to Amelia, and Gabby, excited for her, promises to keep it a secret. When they reach Angel Lake, the stunning view inspires everyone to start photographing. Meanwhile, Amelia shares with Sean her own plan to propose to Danny, asking him to keep it quiet. It's clear both couples are really meant to be. Back at the cabin, Gabby opens up to Sean over pizza, explaining that her grandmother gave her a camera as a teenager and taught her that photography is the best way to share life. This sparked her passion for the art. They toss the coin again, and Gabby still wins the room. The next day, Bill assigns them a new task named Christmas Past. The town used to shut down for the holidays, hosting events and decorating the Shepherd House, which is now a museum. Every Christmas, the museum is decorated just like it was back then. At the Shepherd House, the group meets Robert and Fran, who are volunteering, and offers them a carriage ride. Gabby quickly suggests Danny and Amelia go first, leaving her alone with Sean. As they explore the museum, they talk about Danny's proposal plan, with Gabby finding it romantic and wondering who will propose first. Gabby thinks Danny is too focused on perfection, which Sean points out is similar to how Gabby approaches her photography, always wanting everything controlled. Gabby believes in perfection, but Sean argues that the unexpected is often the most beautiful part. As they take shots of the decorations, Danny and Amelia return. Still no proposal, thanks to Robert's endless chatter during the carriage ride. While on the carriage, Sean curiously asks Gabby about her relationship status, and she reveals she's single, focusing solely on work. Sean shares that his constant travel has kept him from forming lasting connections. It turns out that being single is one thing they both have in common. Back at the museum, Danny pulls Gabby aside, excitedly asking about Sean, but Gabby insists she's not interested. Danny admits she's still waiting for the perfect moment to propose, prompting Gabby to advise her not to overthink it. To prove her point, Gabby shows Danny a candid photo she took of Sean that turned out great without any planning. Not interested indeed. Back at the cabin, Gabby confides in Layla over FaceTime about the surprises she's experienced in the mountains. Layla is pleased Gabby is embracing the retreat and even compliments some of her photos. When Gabby asks for the job recommendation, Layla says it's still too soon and encourages her to keep exploring the retreat. After the call, Gabby vents to Sean about her frustration with Layla not recommending her yet. Sean suggests that maybe Layla wants her to rediscover the joy of photography, rather than focusing only on the job. Gabby admits she actually had fun that day, prompting Sean to tease that the Grinch might be warming up to Christmas, making her laugh. She insists she doesn't hate Christmas, but explains that her parents' divorce turned it into a chore, a constant battle over where to spend the holidays. Sean cheers Gabby up by sharing his Christmas traditions with his sister and suggesting she start some of her own. When they toss the coin again, Sean finally wins the bed, but strikes a deal. Gabby can have the bed if she agrees to shoot on film the next day. He believes it will help her reconnect with the roots of photography, and after some hesitation, Gabby agrees. For their Christmas Wonder assignment the next day, Amelia and Danny suggest splitting up, leaving Sean and Gabby at the cafe. Chad, who works there, recommends they visit his friend's barn, and they are impressed by the festive decorations upon arriving at the barn. Gabby begins photographing a baby goat, but tries to control its angle. Sean encourages her to relinquish her control and take photos without even looking through the camera. He explains that photography isn't about perfection, but the emotions it ignites and memories it captures. Back in the basement darkroom, Gabby is amazed by how the photos turned out and thanks Sean for encouraging her to try film. As they share the moment, they get captivated by each other, but a text from Danny interrupts them. Danny still hasn't proposed, saying the timing wasn't right. Sean remarks that it's a shame, hinting at how much easier things would be if people just knew what was on each other's minds. Though his words, and the look he gives Gabby, suggest he's not just talking about Danny and Amelia. The next day, as Sean and Gabby review their processed photos, Gabby grows curious about his nomadic lifestyle and asks how he copes without a place to call home. Sean admits it's hard to settle down and form connections that might not last. He opens up about his past, sharing how his father left when he was young, leaving a lasting impact. By constantly moving, Sean feels he can avoid the pain of being left behind again. Later that evening, Bill assigns the group to photograph the town's Christmas lights, encouraging them to infuse energy and tell a unique story through their surroundings. Amelia asks Sean about his time with Gabby, but he says they're worlds apart. She belongs in New York, while he thrives on traveling. Though he admits Gabby is beautiful and intelligent, he insists nothing can happen between them. As Sean and Gabby walk down the street, he tries to tell her he feels they should spend more time together, but Gabby is distracted by the stunning view of the bridge adorned with Christmas lights. They head over to admire it, both captivated by the enchanting scene. Sean praises the ethereal beauty, his gaze lingering on Gabby with growing passion. It's clear that feelings are beginning to unfold between them. On the final day of the retreat, Bill announces that all roads are closed due to a snowstorm, pushing the showcase to the 25th. Gabby is frustrated as her flight is scheduled for the evening, but has no choice but to stay. She and Sean end up enjoying the snow, spending memorable time together, building a snowman, and capturing the fun in photos. Later, as they settle down with hot chocolate, Gabby and Sean admit they're happy to be stuck with each other. Wrapped in the moment, they lean in for a kiss, but Gabby is interrupted by a call from Layla. Gabby learns that Layla has spoken to Iris, and she's being considered for the position. However, her excitement dims when she realizes she might miss Iris's Christmas party, stuck in Pine Falls. Layla urges her to make it, as attending the party is crucial for securing the job, and Gabby hopes the snow will stop in time. On Christmas Eve, Gabby is frustrated that the roads are still closed, but she's pleasantly surprised when she sees the huge breakfast Sean has prepared. They enjoy a delicious meal together. Later, while baking Sean's traditional reindeer food, Gabby receives a text from Danny saying she's finally going to propose to Amelia that night. Gabby wishes they could propose at the bridge, and Sean comes up with an idea to make it happen. Amelia and Danny arrive at the bridge, where Sean and Gabby have transformed the place with romantic petals scattered on the ground. Amelia opens up to Danny and presents a ring, and Danny does the same, leading to a beautiful proposal. Sean and Gabby watch from a distance, happy for them. Later, back at the cabin, Sean and Gabby exchange gifts. Gabby receives a cozy Christmas robe, and Sean is touched by the framed photo of herself that he took during their hike. He's amazed, and Gabby suggests he could keep it on his wall to remember the retreat whenever he decides to settle down. Gabby expresses her thanks to Sean for reminding her what a real Christmas feels like, and Sean tells her she's made his Christmas special. The romantic tension between them builds as they lean in, sharing a passionate kiss that deepens their connection. Just as the moment intensifies, a car honk interrupts them. It's Robert and Fran, stopping by to check on them, and Gabby is thrilled to hear that the roads are finally open. The next morning, Gabby excitedly tells Sean she's booked a flight for 10 o'clock. While happy for her, Sean is sad she is leaving and will miss the showcase. He opens up about his feelings, and although Gabby feels the same way, she can't help it, as they are eventually bound to go their separate ways. Though disappointed, Sean understands and wishes her luck. With a bittersweet peck on the cheek, Gabby wishes him a Merry Christmas, asking him to send her farewells to everyone before she leaves. While driving to the airport, Gabby updates Layla about her journey. Layla is glad to hear she'll make it in time and mentions a photo Gabby took of Sean, asking to use it on their Instagram. Gabby agrees, but as she recalls Sean's special qualities, she feels a pang of sadness, knowing she's leaving him behind. At the retreat's showcasing, Sean feels bittersweet as he looks at all the photos they took. Amelia and Danny comfort him, reminding him that the future is uncertain, and invite him to their wedding next Christmas, which he gladly accepts. Bill approaches Sean, praising his photos, especially those of Gabby, saying they capture love. However, Sean disagrees, believing people are meant to come and go and can't be captured in a frame for too long. Just then, Gabby walks in, surprising Sean, and she suggests they take a walk, leading him to the bridge. She shares that upon reaching the airport, she realized she doesn't want to give up freelancing. She wants the freedom to explore all aspects of photography. The job would have consumed her life, but being a good photographer is about living and sharing life, something she's learned from Sean. Sean, in turn, admits he was already looking for apartments in New York, realizing he needs a place to settle, hang photographs, and create new traditions with someone. This moment leads to a deep, passionate kiss, as they both find love in each other.